Hi, welcome to the speaking test. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Yeah, my full name is Phan Công.
Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Tell me something about your secondary school.
Oh yeah, my secondary school was an ideal place to study. If you doubt, you can go there and let your head out. So I'm really interested in the atmosphere there, which is really peaceful and tranquil.
Now, I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say, and you can use a pen and paper to help you. I'd like you to describe a competition or contest that you have entered.
Okay, when it comes to a competition I participated in, I can only think of happiness and joy. So today, let me tell you a little bit about this competition. To the best of my recollection, this happened 2 years ago when I was just a 15-year-old boy, and one of the most significant competition organized by my high school was talent leaders. So it required us to create a play which is based on an actual book ranging from novel to science fiction. And so my school was divided into more than 12 teams, and we did a lot of discussion, we did a lot of interview one-on-one and heart-to-heart discussion to find out who the suitable person was, And finally, I was over the moon when I was chosen to become a leader of my team. So that was the first time that I had taken part in a big competition like this. And we have only 2 weeks to finish it all. We worked against the clock, and I had to be very flexible to deal with a number of situations and manage time. And thanks God, it was eventually appreciated by many teachers as well as my friends. So I would never forget that time because it brought me a great deal of satisfaction. And I think there are 2 main reasons why, in my opinion, it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience in my life. Firstly, it helped me to develop my skills such as leadership or time management. And number 2, thanks to this occasion, I can know more about the importance of patience. And so, in the future, I hope I will be an entrepreneur. So leadership would play an important role in my life. And so thanks for listening.
Thank you very much. Now, we're moving on to part 3, and I'd like to ask you 1 or 2 more general questions related to school and education. Let's consider, first of all, competition in school. Why do you think some school teachers like to use competitions in the classroom?
Well, I think competition is something to encourage children, makes them learn it hard, and most importantly, children are fond of winning and learning. Yeah, I know for sure that.
Thank you very much. That's the end of the speaking test.
So, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was so nervous because that is the first time then it was like I have a butterfly in my stomach, and when I thought of Khánh, all my worries seemed to fall away. Thank you.
Aww, that's so sweet. So what score do you expect to get?
I think it may be 7.0.
7.0?
Yeah.
I guess that you must be doing better than that.
Well, I was so confused about what I would do. Yeah.
So now let's hear some evaluation from the judge.
Do you think he did a good job?
Excellent. Yeah, his pronunciation is really good. It sounds very natural, so I'd say that's his #1 strong point. The flow of speech is absolutely excellent. I encourage people to listen to his flow of speech and try and emulate that. But I would say that he needs to work a little bit on the grammar there. One thing that I'd recommend to him is to check his subject-verb agreement in terms of the grammar. So a few times he made mistakes like when I were instead of when I was, and we have instead of we had, so maybe verb tenses there. Also, one thing that I really liked about his speech was his effective use of discourse markers. That's a quick way of increasing your fluency and coherence mark. So, for example, he says, in my opinion, it has pros and cons, not only in rural areas, but also in urban areas, on the other hand, on the one hand, and so on. So I recommend all students look up discourse markers on the internet, and do try to use a variety of those like he did, and perhaps even a greater variety, So that would be my top tip. Try and increase your range of discourse markers to get the 7, the 8 or the 9.
Yes, so we have listened from the judge and they have identified your mistake, and I think it's a really good chance for you to rectify those in the future.
Yeah. So I hope I will improve it step by step, and I need to learn it all by myself. And so I do believe in the better life.
All right, so that's it for our talk, and I'll meet today with our 3 bright students from S02E07 High School in Taiping Province. They are trying to go to great lengths to acquire this language and to pursue a better future. And I believe that you guys can do big things in the future.
Yeah, keep moving forward, right?
Yes, and never give up.
Okay.
Nice, thank you. Thank you so much for joining the show.
Okay.
And now stay tuned, don't go anywhere, because IELTS Face-Off will be right back.